I mean, I think you're terrific, but you can get pissed really fast. I'm serious. Well, she can. She can go from like princess to banshee and back in like 2 seconds. Um, that's just one of your lessons, is not to allow anger to get the best of you. Mm. You've attracted a lot of people in this lifetime with addiction problems. They're all around you. Yeah, it's true. And you have them genetically in your family as well. You know, it's also interesting. You can do almost anything. Anything. If you're in the mood, big keyword, and it's a drive or a goal, you'll achieve it. I don't care what it is. You know, drop an engine in a car, you can do it. You know, I mean, seriously, run for Congress, you'd probably get in. I mean, you've got this great determination vibe, which is excellent. You're also really loyal. That's a great blessing you have, is to be so loyal. And people who are not loyal, no matter what they tell you their reasoning behind for not being loyal is, it'll never make sense to you, ever. Okay, you gotta make sure you take care of your lower back, the neck and shoulder area, and your knees, because you have problems in those areas, and you wanna make sure you don't continue to aggravate them, because currently you are projecting longevity. You're gonna live to be a lot older than you're thinking you are. Okay, so food for thought. And one of your kidneys is a little out of balance, by the way, which I know you're aware of. So food for thought on that one, okay? Don't drink diets, you don't drink diet sodas, right?
All the time.
Okay, that could be why I'm feeling this way. Diet sodas, you do the research on this, I did, due to my mother's health and how she passed. But aspartame is
The
awful.
double. Mhm.
One diet soda with aspartame begins brain damage. It starts shrinking the brain. But they've now proven it causes brain lesions, seizures, strokes. It is also the link to multiple sclerosis, and it has caused lupus and fibromyalgia. Oh, and vertigo. Migraines are tied to it as well. A gal used to come to my church all the time, Cindy. She was one of my key players there because she was a real go-getter. She used to manage Ben Bridge Jewelers. She was a gemologist. She's like lived on the things, and I warned Cindy, stop. She spent the last, 3.5, 4 years in bed, and she's only in her late 40s, early 50s. She could never get anybody to diagnose her. She was so sick. Finally went to the Mayo Clinic. After running a few tests, they said, oh, you have aspartame poisoning. Yeah, it's better to drink motor oil, apparently. A little salted rim, lime. Anyway, just food for thought, you know, because it's actually aggravating things more. And of course, you're smart enough to know they create those to be addictive, you know. But anyway, food for thought, okay? Well, how many dogs do you have?
I have one.
Only one?
Well, I have another one at my house right
Oh, okay.
now.
All
but
right.
Not mine.
I'm surprised you don't have 3 or 4 of them. You just have a great love for animals, you know, you really do. It's good stuff. Do you still smoke? No? You know, on occasion, if you get a chance, you should go camping. She's got a great vibe for camping. Just being out there and being around nature, and, you know, it's an excellent energy pattern for you. It really is.
I like nature, I just don't like camping.
Well, get out there. Well, take the right type of camping.
That's why I don't like camping.
Well, you know what? She doesn't like pooping out in the woods.
I will poop anywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, take an RV or trailer or something. Just being out in nature is good for you. It really is. Your partner currently? Are you open to it?
I guess, I don't know. That's the part that's shut off.
That's an understatement. You should see what I'm being shown. You went through a deep heartache and a breakup, and I don't know, the numbers are so confusing to me, 3 to 5. I don't know what's going on with that. 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 8 years ago, I haven't a clue. But I do know this, by the time you get into the August-September time period of 2016, you adjust something consciously that opens up a timeline, a window, that you could attract somebody that could bring in a healthier dynamic for you. Okay, so food for thought. Food for thought, and the person's human. That I do know.
Boring. Is
well,
it a hooker?
Could be. One could hope. But keep your options open, okay? Food for thought. Not every relationship is dysfunctional. I know it's a shock, but seriously, they're not. Food for thought. You know, there is a man here with you that crossed over, and I know he's related to you. That's the one thing I keep getting over and over again. I'm drawn to a paternal connection here, so I don't know if this is your grandfather, your dad's dad, I don't know, but I'm getting something like a vibration like that with you. Anyway, food for thought. And there was another person here, I cannot tell who they are. They accidentally committed suicide. I don't know how you would know them, but would you please keep it in mind?
Can I ask you, is that true? Do you know someone who did accidentally?
How would I know if it's an accident?
Well,
Well, I mean,
suicide,
you know.
I think it was an accidental overdose, or they were under the influence and something happened that shouldn't have. It's that kind of feel. Some people I connect to that committed suicide, it's, you know, for a fact it was planned, premeditated, and they went for it. This one feels like, oops, you know, but it was probably defined simply as suicide. But anyway, food for thought. And I know your grandfather, that's gotta be your grandfather, I keep feeling. Didn't your grandfathers pass? And aren't your parents separated from each other?
No, they're together, but they don't like each other that much all the time.
That could explain why they feel so disconnected to me. You know, that would make sense. You know, a lot of your karmic lessons are with women in this lifetime, not the guys. You know, the guys are a piece of cake to you. No, it's true. She's really blessed. She can look at guys and go, I get it. You know, simple. They think in one line. I get. Then you get near certain women, you're like perplexed. You know, I mean, it's just part of the karma. It's something you're trying to harmonize from some other life experiencing you've had before you came here. That's why you chose that gender. You did it on purpose so that you would finally be able to harmonize the female side of the journey. Okay? Food for thought. Food for thought. Yeah, you're gonna do okay. You know, it's if you can go more than a week without having people you know have drama, good luck. You just have it everywhere. Well, she has it everywhere in her vibration. You know, and in fact, if you were, good idea, here's a good idea. Start a reality television show, you'll make a fortune. Just call the show My Friends. You know what I mean? Don't you have a road trip planned? Because I see you on a road trip coming up. Should go fine. I mean, you get annoyed a few times, but
I believe that
and
wholeheartedly.
you want to be wise because I do see you getting pulled over by the police. So be really mindful. You know, forewarned, forearmed. You know, I don't know why you don't like to be told what to do. I just don't get it. Who is Jim?
Oh, I feel like I'm being retarded now.
Keep the name Jim or James in mind. I don't know why that's coming up, but food for thought. Oh, and before I forget, you should get out to the coast. That would be really good for you. It'd be really good for you.
Camping.
I'm surprised you don't ride motorcycles.
She is.
Oh, you are on a motorcycle now? Well, I mean, not now. I mean, obviously I see you on the couch. I think. So you still have a motorcycle then?
Couple.
It's great for your vibe because you're a freedom girl, you know, and that really is like a high point of freedom for you, you know, so it's good stuff. Try not to be so self-critical, okay? Drop that side. It's not always necessary for you. Food for thought. Where do you I'm having trouble connecting to work. Where do you work right now?
At a company called DNA.
You have transition around work, and that cycle is going to be with you for some time. So this can indicate you're going to get a promotion of some degree, switch departments, or you're moving to a different company. I'm not sure which, but I do know this, it's a real positive thing for you, okay? Food for thought. I don't know who this is here. I think he's just a friend, but there's a male friend of yours that you haven't heard from in years that you're going to hear from. And I think you guys used to party together years ago. I'm seeing accoutrements like bongs. But anyway, it's going to be really good that you guys hear from each other. It's a real positive thing. It appears to be a short contact, you know what I mean? But you're just going to be thrilled, you know? It's good stuff. Be on top of your patients too over the next few months. So that way it doesn't run too low on you. Jay, you're cool. I mean that. She's a good person.
Mhm.
She had a
Thank you.
great heart. Yeah,
Mhm.
it just shows. You just don't forget, you're an old soul. You gotta watch where your mind is focused on. Okay? We all manifest here. All of us do. Science has already proven that matter is subjective and reactive to human thought. This intensity of thought. Christ taught the same thing. Let it be according to your faith. Faith is just a form of thought. It means no doubt in Aramaic and Hebrew. So food for thought. So what do you want to focus on tonight? What kind of questions you got?
I don't know. I don't really have too many questions.
Okay.
When you were talking about the one that accidentally committed suicide, was it male or female?
I think it's female. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you, if it turned out to be, I didn't get a visual, I just got the feel of the person's presence. If it turns out to be male, high probability they were gay. Yeah. Well, that level of female energy coming through, it would have to be, you know. I haven't a clue who it is. But the only thing I knew is that they knew you well. That was all I got from it.